welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well, and if you're a new subscriber, you're welcome to the family, and if you're an oldie, hey, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share my videos, and comment. Okay, let's engage, let's talk. Okay. So guys, in my previous video I talked about 10 things you should know before you move to Canada. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about 10 things you should do when in your first few days in Canada, and also your settlement checklist. So this list is as per CIC instructions or requirements, okay, or advice. So this is a card that was given to me when I arrived, so I feel like it's going to be helpful for someone even before you come. So these are the first things you should do on your first few days when you arrive Canada. Okay, so the first one is find a place to stay. Now, it's one of the first few things. It's written here as the first few things that you should do, but I feel like you should do this before you even leave your home country. Okay, if it's Airbnb, if it's a hotel, if it's a family member, anyone that you want, make sure that your accommodation is already set before you even leave your home country, so avoid you being stranded or costing you additional expenses because of unforeseen circumstances. Okay, and then number 2 is visit a Newcomer information center, or go online to visit www.settlement.org or call 211 community information to learn how to. That will be number 3. So yeah, you should visit a Newcomer information center. They are made available for newcomers, so they give you all the information you need just to ease your settlement. So number 3 is apply for your SIN card. That's for work and benefits. For you to be able to get a job, any job that you apply for, they will definitely ask you for your SIN. All right, so if you're able to get a job, then of course the benefits follow. So you make sure those are one of the first things you do. I actually have a video on how to apply for your SIN. I'm going to put the link right here, so you can just follow that process, and that's how you get your SIN. Okay, number 4 is apply for your OHIP card. Learn your options until healthcare begins and what to do in emergencies. Basically, it's like your health card. I also have a video, I've spoken about this in my previous video, so I'm also going to leave a link up there. It depends on your province. Some provinces take longer to get your get your health card. So I know some provinces they take like months, but here in Alberta I think it takes about 3 weeks or maybe a month. But now that there's COVID, I don't really know how long it takes. But yeah, you need to apply for your health card so that you can have access to all the health benefits available to you. Okay, then number 5, apply for government benefits, what you can receive for you and your family. This is for like your family. Let's say you have a child. I know that there are child benefits, there are some payments made to children. Okay, so you find out about those things and you apply so that your child can start getting the benefits as soon as possible. Okay, so the 6th one is to find a bank, secure your money safely. Okay, so this is very advisable. It's one of the first things you should do, being that before you can even get a health card, I'm speaking about Calgary, I'm thinking about Alberta in particular. Before you can even get your health card, you need to get a bank account. That's because your bank account is going to have your address on there. So it's advisable that that should be one of the first things that you do. Also to secure your money, because you don't want to lose your money in the process of moving up and down, trying to settle down and all that. And then you get your credit card and your debit card. That is also available to you so that you can make payments and settle as soon as possible. And then yeah, if you're not from an English speaking place, this applies to a non-English speaking country. Test English skills, take classes to improve if you need. So if you're not very fluent in English, of course you need to take classes. There are several English classes where you can practice your English, or even on YouTube just try to improve your English. And yeah, it makes job search easier for you, so that you can attend interviews and speak fluently for your interviewer to understand. Okay, number 8 is find places to shop. This is very important. You find places to shop for food, for clothing, for furniture, medicine, and other supplies. Okay, so for this one I'm just going to say Costco is going to give you everything that you need at a cheaper rate, but you need to register with Costco. And then again, registering with Costco, it's not so advisable if you're a single person, because most of the things that they sell in Costco is like wholesale in bulk, so you might not necessarily finish using those things. But you have other places where you can shop from. You have the Walmart, you have the Shoppers Drug, you have the Superstore, and all those other places. Save on Foods, London Drugs, all those places. If it's for clothes, you can go to Winners. Furniture, you can go to Home Sense, or even thrift stores, you know. So you go to any of those places to buy your food, furniture, clothing, and all that. Then number 9, contact schools for your education or for your children's. If you have a child, find a school in your area where you can register your child for the next academic session. And for yourself, of course, if you know the course, if you're some people change their career path when they come to Canada just to make it easier for them to get a job. So you find any school that offers the course you want to take for it to enable you change your career path. So you find that school and you apply, and like I mentioned in my previous video, you can get government grants and loans on that. Okay. And then number 10 is learn about public transportation, fares, routes, and services. This is very important if you don't have a car, all right, because transportation in Calgary particularly is a story for another day. It's terrible, you know. It's unlike the UK where you don't necessarily need a car. So you go onto the website. I'm going to leave the website down below. So you find out about public transports, what you need to pay. I think there are some monthly payments that you can pay so that you can get your bus fare or your train fare cheaper. So make sure you find out about that, and it's good to know train times and all that so that you don't miss it and maybe you miss an appointment, or you know, once you miss a train or a bus here, it's really, really terrible. You always have to make sure you're on time. But if you don't want to go through this, you can get a car. I'm going to be doing a whole nother video on how to purchase a car here in Calgary, because really in reality it's much easier if you can drive around on your own. But there are also steps to that where you have to do your knowledge test, driving test, and buying a car, trying to make sure that you buy a good car. If you're not buying a used car, if you're not buying a brand new car, you're buying a used car. So things that you can do to just make sure that you don't fall victim to buying a bad car that's going to cost you more money. Okay, all right, so that's 10 things that you need to do on your first few days in Canada. All right, so the next one is going to be settlement checklist. These are the things that you need to check when you arrive so that you don't miss any steps. Okay, number 1, find long-term housing. It's more or less like rent an apartment for a year. Okay, so you can rent an apartment, or some people actually already plan to buy houses once they come. So some people just, you know, buy the houses immediately. But still, again, before you buy the house, you need an Airbnb or at least rent for a few months before you move into your own house. So you need to find a place to stay, find long-term housing, basically, where you can keep your head for until you're well settled. Number 2 is begin your job search. This is like repetitive now. I've mentioned it before. Get help with your resume and cover letter. So the Canadian style of for resumes is different, so you can change it, or you can change it, adjust your CV to match what exactly the Canadian style. You can check for different formats online. And then yeah, you also need a cover letter for each application that you do. It's a lot of hassle, but I mean, if you can get the job that you're looking for, it's worth it, right? And then number 3, find places of worship for faith and spirituality. I mentioned this in my previous video. Churches can help. Find, if you're a Muslim, if you're a Christian, find your place of worship, and then you can meet people, network from there, and get help if necessary. Okay. Number 4, consider educational needs and goals. I've mentioned this before. Find a school for you or for your child, and enroll, and try to see whether you can get a certification that will help you in your new career path or further your career path that you're already on. Then number 5, consider health and medical needs. Also mentioned before. It's just like a checklist, okay? And then number 6, find a community center in your area. Also mentioned before. Number 7, learn about public services and facilities. Yes, example, legal clinics and all that. Yeah. And then number 8, consider volunteer opportunities to build work experience. Yes, so in the meantime, even if you don't get a job, you can consider volunteering yourself to get experience, also to meet people, and it's also a very good addition to your CV. Employers like to see that you could actually volunteer yourself to do something, make yourself useful to the society. So it's a very good start. Okay, number 9, learn about the new society and culture you live in. So this is very important. Like a place like somewhere like Alberta now, it's very important that you learn about Aboriginals, Inuit and Métis people. You know, this is like the history and the heritage of this place. So it's important that you know stuff about the culture. You know, get yourself just into vibe with the community, get into the culture, blend in, so that you know things are easier for you, and there are some things that you would see that makes more sense to you, you know, as opposed to looking at it just like a tourist attraction. You know that there's a history behind it and all that. And then number 10, discover your new home city. So try to move around, find the like tourist attractions here in Calgary, find places to go to. There are lots of places, Lake Louise, Banff. There are so many places that you can go to, a lot of mountain climbing here. So yeah, if you can get groups that you can do that with, because I can understand that sometimes it's not easy for you to do it alone. So when you're able to, you know, get into the society, meet a lot of people, you can explore the town. I mean, it's a whole new country, and while you're working and trying to create a new future for yourself, you might as well explore it. So yeah, I've read the whole checklist for you, front and back, and that's all you need to know. Your checklist when you come, and 10 things you need to do on your first few days here in Canada. This applies to all provinces, okay, because this is given to you by the immigration officer. It's not just limited to Alberta alone. It's for all provinces in Canada. All right, so yeah, that's it guys. Hope you enjoyed this video and hope you found this video very informative and useful. If you did, please like this video, share, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. We're trying to grow this baby, okay? All right then, you guys, be good to yourself, love yourself, and of course love others. Bye.